What up guys, good morning and welcome back. So quick updates before the review. White pomade is now available, and that was our old collab with Anchor's Hair Company. And of course black is still available. And in regards to the base pomade coming to the approved list, kind of still delayed on that, waiting for the printer to give us like a good and like kind of validate our delivery. So rather kind of like confirm with us on the delivery date. And once we get that, we can give you a date. And yes, Luna's upset too. So today we'll be looking at the mailroom barber natural pomade, and we'll be looking at the medium hold, the double X. And so this is in kind of conclusion to the whole natural pomade line by the mailroom barber. We looked at the heavy first, then the light. Now we're gonna finish it off with the medium. And we'll start off by, of course, looking at the jar. So this is it. This is the Mailroom Barber Natural Pomade Double X Medium Hold. Same design as the other natural pomade, so we'll go ahead and brush over that. Ingredients and directions on the back, more information there. Opening it up, you have the product inside, which actually looks a lot like the classic pomade. Kind of the first pomade that they released, how many years ago now? Quite a few years. And of course this is the amber 4-ounce glass jar. I'm going to go ahead and start using the product. The scent of this pomade is officially pipe tobacco, and it smells a lot like the classic pomade, to be honest. And it smells a lot more accurately like pipe tobacco. I mean, a lot of other companies have always used this tobacco, this vanilla tobacco, cherry tobacco, stuff like that. And it's kind of had like an artificial scent of actual like kind of tobacco, kind of a salon version of it. But this one is more accurate, a little harsher and stuff like that. But go ahead and start using the product. So scooping it out, it's actually pretty tough. The light hold gave away real easy, and the heavy hold had a lot of resistance, but this is more akin to like the heavy hold for sure. Kind of course, this would be then a hint to how much wax is actually in the product and kind of the hold we expect from it. But at the same time, of course, it's not necessarily a linear relationship between like the consistency of a product, kind of when you're getting it out of the jar versus like the hold and the wax content. So still easy to apply in the hair. Of course, though, with waxy products, we always go with like the option of going with smaller like amount licks of pomade and upping the quantity of how many times. So like instead of 3 times, we'll go like 4 or 5. But of course, like at least like having the amount of pomade we apply every time. Actually, I think this is actually going to end up well. I mean, I actually might go for a lighter amount of pomade, because what I feel right now is a lot of waxiness with not too much like weight. Like I feel like there's like a nice feel, like it's reminding me of something right now. I can't really figure out what, but it feels good, so I'm going to take this as my last lick and see how it styles. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start combing it back now, and we'll go from there. So it combs back pretty easily, and you definitely feel like a little bit of like, I don't want to say grip, but you feel like a hardness that is like the wax. So you definitely feel like you're combing through something. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start styling now. Alright, so we'll go ahead and call that done and go over. So the shine is definitely like a notch above neutral. I mean, the shine is there, it has a presence. I mean, you can see it, but it's not what we normally expect or see with like some of the more like traditional classic like oil-based pomades. So I would say it's more in line akin to like the new wave oil-based pomades. And so that's nice. Slickness, yes, very slick. Not many straight hairs at all, or stray hairs. The stray hairs I do have is kind of stuff that is a sign that I need a new haircut. The strength overall, even though it was super waxy, like I thought this was more like definitely like a medium like pomade. Yes, I didn't apply as much product as I would like normally would to make it like extra slick and give it a more sturdy form, but still like it isn't as waxy as I thought, but it also isn't as greasy as I would have expected out of an oil-based pomade. So it's a lot cleaner. It has like a medium like also weight to it, and so if you apply as much product as I did, you can kind of push it towards a medium light. Apply more product and you push it more towards like a medium like firm type of feel. And so either way, I was still able to style my hair today. It looks like alright. And the thing is, I've been wearing a hat, or I just haven't been styling for the past few days because it's been a crazy week in the lab. So I haven't had time, but still able to kind of pull up a shape out of this, which is a difficult challenge for it. But yeah, so looks pretty good. We'll see how well it fares throughout the whole day though. And so I'll come back after a few hours and we'll talk again. Okay, so we basically put medium hold natural pomade through the full run. I mean, it's actually like 9 p.m. now, and so from like this morning till now, that was basically like a full 12 hours. And this is restyled, but I mean, it actually restyled pretty nicely. I mean, we've seen this with like some, like I think it was a light hold like natural pomade from the Barber. Like we saw really good restyling, really good volume even after restyling. And this is the case again with the medium. And so that's actually pretty impressive. I mean, in terms of endurance, my hair fell apart pretty quickly. I mean, probably like wearing a hat for the past few days, kind of not styling the hair played a little bit into it, but still like within the first like 2 hours of the day, kind of my hair fell apart, kind of just hand combed into something. It wasn't the most favorable given this is like an oil-based pomade, but still like something worked. And didn't really get the chance to restyle until now because I mean I just been in the lab for the past 12 hours. And this is what I have, and it's not perfect but not bad at all. I mean the shine is still here, the slickness is like drier but still present as well, like still keeping everything together. And the strength, some good height. Definitely a lot more than I expected. But yeah, so washing it out, I mean, if you really go ham with like the shampoo, you can get out in one go. I know it's advertised as like washes out like a water base, but I've never really agreed with that in terms of the Barber. Of course, it depends on what shampoo you use and a bunch of other different like circumstances. But yeah, so overall, like I mean, it's good, but it's also hard to distinguish this one from the classic pomade. It's like pretty good, it's solid, it's an oil base, it's what you expect, but it's not exceptional in any way. Out of like the natural pomade line, now that we've concluded it, I would actually choose the light hold one because it's the closest thing I've seen in a long time to the original Granddad's old-fashioned light like weight pomade, which is what I consider probably the best like oil-based pomade like that was available, no longer available. The new formula isn't as good, but this is as close as it can get in regards to the light hold. But yeah, so this has been a review for the Barber Natural Pomade Double X Medium Hold. Other than that, see you guys another week with another pomade.